Jackson Withrow went to Texas A&M University, so strong southern feel to their university experience in the States. Koolhof launching proceedings on serve. He's got a mighty delivery, but so has Skupski, whose return really came alive, I felt, on the grass at Wimbledon.
Yeah, and both returned very well, but especially Koolhof on the backhand side. That's where I was so impressed when I called that final.
30 love.
And he's a live wire at the net, too.
Yep.
Saw Neil's brother Ken, part of Team Skupski.
Let second serve.
Muscular start from the top seeds here. World number 1 and 2.
Let second serve.
That's nice. Skupski made the move for the poach, and there was the line calling.
No, I always think it's so important to go up the line early on, especially in doubles match. You want to keep the net person honest there so that they can't just start poaching and moving so early. So again, even though they're still down 40-15 in this game, I like that return from Withrow just to set the precedent that I will go line if I have to and keep them honest.
Bread and butter for Neil Skupski at the net.
Skupski.
And the first game is on the scoreboard.
First game.
There was a nice story about Neil's brother Ken, actually, who was in the box watching him win that final at Wimbledon. He'd booked a holiday to Ibiza starting the day before the final, which was a slight unforced error, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But he did say, if you get to the final, I'll come back. So after the semi-final, he drove home to Liverpool, picked up the family, went to Manchester Airport, flew to Ibiza, spent almost a day in Ibiza, but not quite, and then got a flight back to Gatwick, where he had a little snooze in one of the pods there, till first thing in the morning of the final, and then drove to Wimbledon to be with his brother. That's commitment to the cause. Special. Yeah. So
Jackson Withrow to serve.
Very nice family affair.
Well, Ken was a heck of a player himself.
Wasn't he?
Yeah. Also played at LSU. I actually played him in college.
Did you?
Same conference, yep.
How did it go?
He won't like me saying, but I took him down.
Well done.
It was in Gainesville, home of the Florida Gators.
15 love.
That's such good athleticism there from Lammons. Again, Withrow's serve, it's got a lot of heat on it into the body. Smart serving there, but Lammons quick to get back for that overhead.
40 love.
Makes that tee serve. Nailed it there. Withrow slightly taller than his teammate.
Game,
Great
Lammons Withrow.
communication and a fabulous finish. They
One
spark
game
off
all
each other
for
so
set.
well, don't they?
Yeah, you could tell that they know where each other is going to be on the court right there. You just said you, and then Lammons just got down, so he wasn't in the way of this overhead. Got out of the way and then gets down low, so that really frees up a lot of court for Withrow to go wherever he wants to, and opted with down the middle.
Neil
Smart
Skupski to
play.
serve.
Well, it was 3 sets when they met last year. (6-3, 6-7, 6-4
15
in
love.
the end was what was required for Koolhof and Skupski to progress.
Thirty love.
Wow.
Straight down the
Yeah.
middle.
30,
I love
15.
Skupski on this volley, though. Watch how little backswing he just takes. It's so casual, but maybe just need to get a little bit deeper to not let Withrow really unload on this forehand. It just kind of froze Koolhof and Skupski there.
Thirty all. Let for serve.
Needed that.
40-30. Thank you. Have a seat. Thank you. Yeah, good
Got
job,
out of a little
Skupski.
bit of trouble potentially there. All
Koolhof,
things looked a
Skupski.
little
By 2 games to 1 per
potentially,
set.
but edging away nicely. Still on serve. Back of Arthur Ashe Stadium, packed with people watching on the big screens. Good serve.
15 love. 30 love.
Skupski sensing that kicker coming and did a good job of running around. Was really aggressive with that return. That's a great move there from Withrow.
40 love.
Well, they're bringing the kind of energy we're used to seeing from their opponents on the other side of the net. A very good start.
Yeah, Lammons Withrow.
Really good variety and placement of the serve
2 games all
from
for
Nate
sets.
Lammons, and they're back where they started, 2 games apiece. It's tight out here on court 17. USOpen.org. A reminder to go to the website for any news, information, views you want about this tournament. Live scoring, video highlights, press conferences, interviews. Anything you need, it's all there, and you can follow the Open as well on all those social media platforms too. Hashtag US Open. And join in the conversation. Oh, he's ripped that.
I'll tell you, Lammons' backhand return might be the more solid side when he gets pace towards it. See, it's just short and compact, and he can really redirect it so well. But when he gets time, that's when the forehand better watch out.
He had an awful lot of court to cover.
15 all.
In the end, a little too much. The second serve's just getting a little bit bullied in the early stages, just 2 from 5 for the top seeds.
Thirty 15.
Lammons and Withrow haven't dropped a point on serve at all. That's how clean their start has been to date.
Thirty all.
Well, the second serve delivered there. They need it to at the moment. It's ironic. Lammons and Withrow have only made 25% of their first serves and yet haven't dropped a point. Top seeds have got better numbers in that regard, but they're struggling a little more, especially behind the second serve.
Deuce.
He's so good on the low volley, isn't he, normally?
Thought he had that, actually. Just kind of tailed away at the last second. Technique is so sound here. That was off the bounce, too, from Koolhof.
Advantage Koolhof. Game.
Typical Neil Skupski at the
Koolhof
net.
Skupski.
Gorgeous angle.
Koolhof Skupski.
Short volley.
You'd like 3 games,
and the job
2-2
is
for
done.
set.
They're still in front. All about that first volley from Lammons, which was absolutely on the money.
15 love.
Yeah, 2 bites of that cherry.
Yeah, you
30
can't
love.
give Withrow 2 looks at an overhead like that.
Love that low angle, though, Jesse.
Yep.
You get a real sense of what they're trying to do to each other.
And you also get to see the athleticism from Withrow, the way he got up for that first one.
40 love.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I mean, look, Skupski has the ability to pull shots like that, especially on the return to serve, but easy to kind of be aggressive like that when you're down 40 love in the game, but still, the way he's able to get that forehand inside in, didn't even have, Lammons couldn't even react to that.
I think it left a scorch mark on the court.
Game. Lammons Withrow.
Wow. Leslie Koolhof fancied a little piece of that action as well.
3 games all for set.
Unable to quite reproduce it. So midway point of the opening set, and they are locked at 3 games apiece.
Fifteen love. Out. 30 love. 40 love.
This is a clean service game here from Skupski.
No authoritative from Koolhof at the net.
Koolhof, Skupski. New balls,
And
please.
they're bright and breezy all on serve so far. No breaks
Koolhof,
yet.
Skupski lead by 4 games to 3 first set. $15 love.
There was
30
the
love.
space there.
Yep. Now both teams just serving so well right now. First serve percentage low for the Lammons Withrow team though, only 33%, but 100% of winning percentage when it goes in, and that's
40
why.
love.
Love it when that happens, don't you?
Yeah. Really hasn't been, I don't think there's been a rally over 5 balls.
Yeah, I
They're
think
just
you're
so aggressive.
absolutely right, yeah.
Again,
Well, the first
Lammons
volley has
Withrow.
been king, hasn't it? If the serve hasn't done the damage already.
Or return to serve winner.
4 games all
It's just
first
kind of been
sets.
1, 2, 3 shots max. And who will blink first?
What do you reckon?
Well, I mean, by
Who
the way
do you
this is
reckon?
going, I really feel it's going to go to a tiebreaker, and it's just going to be 1 or 2 points that makes the difference.
They were close last time, the American pair, when they met here 12 months ago.
That second serve.
Well, we've seen that one before from Lammons.
It's a beauty,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No,
That
15.
backhand inside in. I feel like that's probably an easier return to hit the backhand inside in than a backhand inside out. You try and go inside out, it just creates a little opening for Skupski to cross. Oh boy. First little opening here for either team.
Love 30.
That previous return was so good because that ball was aimed really at his left hip, but he
Yep.
managed to be brilliant enough to improvise something special. And maybe they're about to get their reward here. Let's see.
$15-30.
It's been amazing what these two have been able to achieve since getting together at the start of last year. 7 titles they won together. Having started just thinking, let's find our level at 250s, maybe 500s, we'll see.
That's so good there from Skupski. Literally on top of the net and just angles the ball off.
30 all.
Even when it's coming that fast at you, it's pretty difficult, but Skupski makes it look so easy.
It is quite hot, Louis.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Now. clever volley from Skupski because it was short, so it just made Lammons just stretch forward a little bit.
That was probably the longest rally of the match right there.
Didn't get the purchase.
Yeah, Koolhof just missed hitting that lob. That was not intentional to hit it that way, but again, good anticipation, good coverage from both players there. Koolhof covering for Skupski, and then Withrow covering for Lammons on that lob. Switch of sides, and then restart, but Koolhof would want that one back.
You can hear the communication. It's so clear between Koolhof and Skupski. Just dovetail beautifully.
No, she was on her phone, didn't even know the ball was coming right at her. So where'd that come from?
Need to hang on to that honey juice as well. And they hold on to the serve, the top seeds.
5 games to 4 for sets.
Now heading to the business end of set 1. And this is the point in the set, isn't it, Jesse, where pressure, that invisible force, can just settle on your shoulders like the invisibility cloak in Harry Potter, isn't it?
I'm actually not a big Harry Potter fan, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But at the same time, I mean, yes, definitely the pressure situation definitely starts weighing in here. And that's why in doubles always like to serve first, so you serve in with that lead all the time. You're not constantly serving to stay in the set. Kind of can take some aggressive chances on the return to serve. But again, both teams just doing such a good job of taking care of their serves. Oh, wow. That's sweet there from Lammons. Little sky hook.
40 love.
Hook shot, basketball for Lammons. Gets back, a little flick at the top. That was so good. Great athletic move there.
Like a round arm smash, wasn't it?
That's not easy. That ball was way behind him, and he got back for this and angled that off as well.
Game.
No trouble at all. They've been so good on serve. Only dropped a point so far on serve between them in the set this far. Slightly different story the other side of the net, particularly behind the second serve. And Wesley Koolhof struggled a little bit to find his first serve, hasn't he, today so far? So on that basis, you'd fancy the Americans' chances in a tie-break. Might not get there, of course, though.
$15 love. $30 love.
Careful. Oh, she's managed to drink most of it. It's okay. Slightly in the firing line back there.
40 love.
Love the intention of that return. The chip return is such a good one. Turns your opponents around and just changes the dynamic of the point.
Game.
Tiebreak at the very least,
Skupski.
guaranteed for last year's US Open
Koolhof
finalists.
Skupski lead by 6 games to 5. First set. Love 15.
Ooh. Well, that's a rare gift. On serve from the racket of the Americans, there's been nothing really from them at all.
Let for serve.
That first serve percentage still mighty low, 36% from them in this set. Won every point behind it when it has landed. Because of things like that.
Let for serve.
The second serve has almost been as impressive as the first.
Yeah, it's got a lot of jump on it. That second serve from Lammons really gets up on Skupski and Koolhof. Makes it tough to really do something and be aggressive. Either got to step up a little bit further or back up. See if Skupski makes a little adjustment here. It looks like he's backing up. And then he stepped up there at the end.
40-15.
Yep.
Very calm finish to a very nice set so far from the Americans
6 games
into the
off for set tiebreak.
Given the way they've played, they just look a little bit sharper.
Yep.
The only thing that might hamper them, Jesse, maybe, is that first serve percentage in the tiebreak.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that because 38% is pretty low. But again, the way they're still winning points on the second serve could save them in this tiebreaker. But it's all going to be who hits a shot or two right here to see who comes out on top of this first set.
Such a good return. Make that first volley or half volley impossible.
Lammons been dialed in on that backhand return. We've seen two that he's gone inside in and beat Skupski up the line. That time just right on the shoelaces of Koolhof and couldn't really do anything there. That's a pretty tough shot to handle. Great return there from Lammons to get the mini break.
Two, 0. Lammons Withrow.
Whoa.
3,
That was
0.
a lot closer
Wasn't it?
than Withrow thought it was going to be.
Lammons Withrow.
It's early stages, but you feel like Neil Skupski has to hang on to these next two serves just to get in amongst it in
Yeah.
this tiebreak.
Three, 1. Lammons Withrow.
Excellent return again. He's been a live wire today, hasn't he?
4, 1.
The first one we've seen on the
Lammons
forehand that he
Withrow.
really got aggressive down the line with. What a time to do it.
Double mini break belongs to them now. A little bit of a safety cushion. No way back. They got into a bit of a pickle down this end of the court, the top seeds there. And the Americans made the most of it.
5-1. Lammons Withrow.
They've been clinical, Jesse,
Yep.
haven't they?
Yeah, Skupski definitely had the wrong grip for that one. He had the continental grip, couldn't put any topspin on it, so tried to keep it low over the net, but Withrow handled the volley well and then set up his partner, and Lammons had the easy overhead put away.
Goodness me,
6-1.
I've loved that tee serve today. And it has delivered. So's he.
Lammons Withrow.
Lammons has been fantastic. They both have. Dominant in this tiebreak.
Six, 2. Lammons Withrow. Jonathan set.
#1 seeds are in a
Lammons
spot
Withrow.
of bother out here on
7
court
games to
17.
6.
Clean and clinical, without a doubt, from Withrow and Lammons, and they strike first in the tiebreak.
Second set. Lammons to serve.
Oh, that's so good.
Stop it.
Skupski behind the back.
Stop it.
That's unbelievable. I
Long
don't think
15.
the spectators really realize what just happened because it happened so fast. Unbelievable get there from Skupski.
You don't want to miss the backhand into the open court after that, do you? That's going to make the highlights reel at the end of this championships.
ESPN top 10. Da-na-na, da-na-na.
15 on.
Well, maybe they're going to have to find their showreel tennis here just to get back into this match. See the energy just returning a little bit to the top seeds. Ooh. Well, they've missed nothing.
15-14.
It's funny how that happens, right? You don't get any looks the whole first set, and then this first game, all of a sudden now you get 2 break points.
First of the match for anybody.
Koolhof trying to lean towards the tee to cover that, and Lammons goes slider wide. Trying to guess a little bit there, Koolhof.
Oh, against the tee.
That's so big there from Lammons.
Disguised it so well, didn't he?
Yep.
Well, that's been another meaty part of their performance today, the number of aces they've found. But that was the most clutch of the lot.
Advantage Lammons.
Didn't have enough time, did he, to get there?
Great return there from Koolhof. Withrow just getting enough on that racket to get it past Skupski. If Withrow couldn't get that past Skupski, that was going to be trouble.
Fantastic return.
Deuce.
Does it again.
Advantage Lammons.
Got out of trouble very dexterously there. Defending the first break points of the match. And more feel-good factor reasons for the Americans, who've just been so good today so far. They've just got that little extra sparkle and a spring in their step, haven't they?
And they're really handling the big situations very confidently. Even that game going down 2 breaks like that, Lammons had a couple unbelievable serves to get himself out. And there you see Kyle Spencer, who's actually the coach at North Carolina State, and he's been helping out Lammons the last little while. Just see a couple of different college coaches there. See the Michigan head coach there as well. Sean's in there. See the Texas A&M coach there as well. I mean, they got some support. They're all here recruiting some of the juniors as well.
Made that look really easy when it really wasn't.
15 love.
You're a college coach, Jesse, looking at the juniors. What are you looking for at each developmental age, as it were?
Well, I mean, here it's at the ITF juniors, it's 18 and under, right? So they're seeing a lot of kids that are either opting to go to college or looking to possibly even turn pro or go to college. So they're seeing how they're going to prepare and how they're going to handle these pressure moments. That's a great serve there from Skupski. I mean, yesterday I was walking around the grounds. There was a young American playing. There's probably 14 college coaches watching the match. And talk about playing under a little bit of pressure and under a microscope. I mean, he was well aware of who was watching the match. He lost in a tough 3-set match. But it was a good showing. And, you know, I talked to some of the college coaches because I know a lot of them pretty well. And they were saying that he never loses a match badly. He's always somehow plays himself. He's always there, and they love seeing that. And doubles, obviously, in college tennis is so important. So they definitely watch the juniors playing doubles as well. Now they get to watch top-level pro tennis here to see, you know, what they do that works so well and what they think that their kids in school need to work on to get to this level. So great time for the college coaches to be out here watching the experts do it and then go do some recruiting as well.
Because you've got to be the best in your country at your age. You've got to have game to be here in the first place. So it's those little extra 1 or 2% gains that a player has that another doesn't that makes the difference.
I mean, every kid that's playing in the US Open is top 50 in the world in the junior category. So it's top recruits from all over the world here. So great recruiting for great recruiting here for the top schools in the country to see all the young kids and talk to their coaches and see what they're doing for training, what their plans are, what they're looking for.
They advanced almost in unison there, the Americans. A good sense of where the moment was in that rally.
It's funny, if you talk to Withrow, Skupski, and Lammons, they would all say that college really helped them. Wow.
Okay. Oh, that's a lovely angle, but it's having to be that good at the moment, just to hang on to their opponents.
It's an incredible volley there from Skupski.
Just trying to get the energy going, those two.
I thought the around the back shot was going to get them started there in that first game of the second set.
That's so clever.
Yeah.
Just an awareness of the space and the angles.
15 love.
Withrow's the one that really hit that power shot right here at Koolhof. This one coming right here. And that's what set up, and Lammons had patience. Didn't try and go for too much. Just off to the side of the court. I think Skupski was ready for the power shot to come right at him. Smart shot there from Lammons. The Withrow serve motion kind of reminds me a little bit of Jack Sock. The way he brings his foot up, like it's the same similar motion, different tempo.
Well, they played together, so maybe he picked up a little bit of that from his time playing alongside him. He said goodbye to Jack Sock. The end of his professional career here.
He's starting a new professional career.
He is. Playing pickleball.
30-15.
Had a fantastic career though, didn't he? Top 10, Masters champion, Grand Slam doubles champion. Doesn't really get much better than that.
Olympic medalist.
Gold medalist. He played in the mixed with Coco Gauff here this year and John Isner in the doubles. It's a nice way for him to say goodbye.
30 all.
This has got a bit complicated all of a sudden. Lammons had to face down a couple of break points in the opening service game for them of this set. But they continue to find a little extra when required. Hold on. Double faults are just flowing a little more freely than they'd like in this set.
That's good anticipation there from Withrow. Not easy with that let court.
Advantage Withrow.
Right away, Lammons telling him, it's you. I'm not going to be anywhere near that, especially after the let court.
Game. Lammons Withrow.
Well, another game is safely stored away.
Lammons Withrow lead by 2 games to 1 second set and by 1 set to love.
They've done a great job so far in those difficult moments in this match.
I mean, some of these returns that Lammons has been hitting throughout this match are just incredible. They're rockets, forehand and backhand.
That return had a vapor trail.
give 6 new. Just in case. These are good, and then these two are also good. Yep.
Well, he almost
Yep.
hesitated fatally in that rally there, didn't he?
Yep, that was a great lob from Withrow. I feel like Lammons thought that Skupski was going to move on this shot coming up right here. Thought Skupski was going to cross, so tried to go back behind him. He had an opening keeping that in front of him.
Thirty 15. Forty 15.
Feels like an important stage of this second set. Important for the top seeds to just stay on the shoulder, not just on the scoreboard, but in the energy as well on the court. Playing catch-up tennis in more ways than one at the moment.
Nice game. Skupski. 2 games all second set.
Well, the first serve percentages recovered for the Americans significantly in this second set. Ironically, they've had to fend off the first break points. As we remind you to head to the US Open for updates and highlights and news of the 50th anniversary here. Since the US Open first awarded equal prize money thanks to the efforts of Billie Jean King, social media platforms as well use the hashtag US Open.
Low 15. On.
And we keep talking about the college tennis and the route that some of these guys have gone, like Skupski, Lammons, and Withrow, but Lammons especially has a pretty cool story because he was a walk-on at SMU, and he didn't even get close to even playing in the lineup until senior year. So what an amazing story that is, and see him here at the US Open in the 3rd round, and shows all the hard work that he's put in and how much he's improved.
So what happened, in his sort of later development, as it were?
Yeah.
Oh. Still friends.
15,000.
So he was just a later bloomer?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he didn't get to really play until his senior year. And Withrow was complete opposite. He was a top junior throughout his juniors. And Lammons really, no college really even looked at him. Wasn't a top recruit at all. And Withrow, yes, definitely top recruit in the country. Lammons always looking for what it's going to take to get him to that next level.
Well, he's bristled with energy today. Quality as well. He's teed up his partner brilliantly on serve and on the return as well.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about coaches looking at juniors here at the US Open, but presumably so many of those players will already be well and truly on the radar.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Well, if you're here at the US Open playing Junior US Open, you're on the radar of pretty much all the top universities in the United States.
(30-40).
Here we go again. Had to save 2 break points last time round. Nate Lammons going to do it again here.
Oh, man. I mean,
Yes.
Of course he does that.
Yeah, every time that they've been down in a service game, Lammons comes up with the goods, especially on that first serve, hitting his spot with a lot of pace behind that, not even giving Skupski a look at a return. Yeah, that was interesting. That was the first time in a while that Skupski's played
Advantage Lammons.
on the Lammons' first serve. Usually they're playing 2 back on the first serve the way he's been serving. They've given him a different look, trying to put a little bit of pressure on him. See if Koolhof stays up or is going to come back again on the first serve now.
Game Lammons Withrow.
That's some hold. It really is.
Lammons
He's
Withrow
been the
lead
man
by
under
3
pressure
games
in
to
the
2,
second
second set, and by
he
1
has
set to
stood
love.
up to the challenge. Well, they've asked the question, these two, in this set. They just haven't had the answer they wanted. That brings another little extra layer of pressure for them now.
No, 15.
Yeah, that's a great serve there from Skupski, especially being able to do that after starting a game with a double fault. Be aggressive on that first serve and still have the confidence that you're going to hit your spots like that after a double fault. Sometimes not easy. Oh, got stuck. Lammons kind of got stuck there in no man's land. Wasn't sure whether to take that in the air or let it bounce.
Well, Koolhof did a great job repelling that line ball, didn't he?
Yep. That was sort of an awkward shot there from Lammons. Maybe should have let that one drop and have another rip at a forehand. I'll laugh that one off. Boy.
30-all.
They haven't faced a break point, these two, yet. Still
40-30.
Great touch there from Withrow, getting that lob deep in the court. Not a lot of pace there, so tough for Skupski to really try and do some damage on that forehand. Not easy. The ball's coming slow and high like that, and you're deep in the court. That's a good move. Thought maybe Lammons was going to throw the lob down the line and then follow it in together as a team here. He had one look right here. And Koolhof was closing in so close. Tough to do that. You see that in the corner of your eye. Yeah, it's too good.
That is so good.
Skupski.
How about the get there from Lammons, who's outside of the court, anticipated so well, and just able to get that ball in play and make Skupski play that one extra overhead there. And then Koolhof with the inside-out dropper. So good. Not easy to do that when the ball's coming that fast at you. Inside-out forehand volley. That was probably one of the most difficult ones to hit there from a shot selection standpoint, but Koolhof calm and confident.
Might just put a little asterisk by that game as well, that hold.
No, 15.
A bit more of a struggle on serve for Withrow and Lammons in this second set. Fine margins, it only takes a marginal drop off. Because that's the kind of tennis they played throughout mainly.
15 all. (30-15).
Crafty return that, if it lands.
All.
7 now for the match, 6 for the set for Lammons and Withrow. Generating a little extra layer of pressure. Coaches will know that.
Oh.
40-30.
Skupski had a look at that one. He was ready too. He knew that was coming right to him.
It's Starting to see more of that lob return as well.
Yep. If you hit a lob over Lammons or Withrow, you hit it well, because both are unbelievable athletes and get back so fast. And oh, thought that was going in for a second.
Well, the serve is still intact in this second set. It hasn't been without some incident, though.
Set to love.
Oh, he's done it again.
15.
He has been electrifying on return today.
Off both sides, too. But the backhand inside in, that's his third or fourth that he's beaten Skupski up the line with.
Love 13.
Well, you know what? That is a legacy, I think, of that return. Because the Americans have returned so well today. You worry about the second serve getting crushed.
Great return there from Lammons, and I love the move there from Withrow to be so aggressive and try and get that. But again, just great shot here from Koolhof. That was not easy, especially with Withrow moving and crossing there. You had to make that real good or he was going to be in trouble. Great forehand there from Koolhof.
But with the dip in the angle, Jesse, that would have been a clean winner, wouldn't it? He's upping the ante on serve here, as he has to. Answering the call.
Oh my goodness.
No way.
Lammons coming up with the goods.
30-40.
That's unbelievable stuff there. On the full out reach on the forehand too, to be able to get that kind of angle with that kind of pace at this moment in the match. Incredible return there from Lammons.
Better time to produce that. No wonder they're pumped up. They should be. They're a service hold away from taking out the top seeds here.
Withrow lead by 5 games to 3.
Another solid return there from Withrow. And he didn't try and do too much there, just kept that really low, making it so difficult for Koolhof. And now they got a chance to serve this match out.
Well, Nate Lammons has had to save 3 break points on his serve in this set.
15 down.
To start.
Well, the best part is about this is Lammons and Withrow are playing like they've been in this position so many times to move on here to the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam event.
Well, they got the taste of the last 8 club at Wimbledon this year.
Yep.
They want some more.
That's good serving again from Lammons.
Yeah.
So much action on that second serve. Just jumps up so much on Koolhof, making it so difficult to control.
Yes,
It is quarter-final time.
2 sets to love.
The US
7-6,
Open
6-3.
for Nate Lammons and Jackson Withrow. They take out the Wimbledon champions and the top seeds here, Wesley Koolhof and Skupski, with a razor-sharp performance today.